Maybe you've seen or you felt this. In 2019, you told yourself that you had just 2 weeks to do nothing so you could get organized, right? But then in 2020, you realized that wasn't the problem. Our next guest says 2021 is the year to de-stress your mess.
You just described me to a T,
Everyone.
Tiff. Yeah, right. All right. Andrew Mellen has been called the most organized man in America. Therefore, everyone probably wants to marry him.
Yes.
And he is here to help. What's up, Andrew?
Morning.
Good morning. Good morning. It's great to be with you.
It's so great to see you. So how did you get this title, most organized man in America?
Well, I mean, I have the media to thank for that. After a few appearances on television and in print, people just started calling me the most organized man in America, and I figured I'm going to run with it.
So you agree, is that fair?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I have been a professional organizer for over 24 years. So, I mean, it's not like it's not like I was a welder and they just decided he's a really organized welder. I mean, this is what I do for a living.
Okay, so here's the deal. I think what we said earlier is so true. You know, we kind of thought, oh, we'll get so organized with this time that we've got as downtime, and it just didn't happen. So clearly there's other things going on for us. But do you have, because I know you've got 3 top tips that people can use moving into this new year to get their life on track.
Yes, yeah. First of all, start small. However the clutter accumulated over time, you're not going to dispatch. It's just like trying to change any habits, right? I mean, trying to lose weight or anything like that at the beginning of a year, it's a great opportunity to reset, but also don't set yourself up for failure, because within the first 30 days, 80% of everybody's New Year's resolutions fall off the map. So it's better to move slowly and more deliberately and choose something that you can do, like clean the junk drawer in your kitchen, or take a closet on. Don't take all your closets on at one time. And you definitely want to use the organizational triangle, which is one home for everything and like with like. Those are how you get organized. One home for everything, like with like. One home for everything means everything has one home, and only one home. So where you keep your keys can be different from where I keep my keys, but your keys have a home, my keys have a home. And like with like means all like objects live together, not most of them. So we don't keep most of the tools in the toolbox in the garage, but we keep the flathead screwdriver in the junk drawer in the kitchen, because we've got a story that says, you know, the knobs are always a little loose. I don't want to go all the way out to the garage to get that screwdriver, but you never remember your special hack. So you still go out to the garage, and then 3 weeks later, as you're digging around in the junk drawer underneath the pizza menus, that's when you find the screwdriver. So
Amen.
One home for everything, like with like. That's how we get organized. Something in, something out is how we stay organized. And that's the other tip, is people tend to focus on getting organized, and really, you know, a long weekend, a couple of cups of coffee, and you could get organized, but in 3 weeks, you'll be unorganized again. And so focus not on getting organized, but on staying organized.
Okay, I love this. I think this is fantastic. I want to recap those 3 things just so people keep it in mind. But I also like your tip about one home. What I say to my kids is, we can't be organized if something doesn't have a place. Everything has to have a place. And sometimes, like in a drawer, let's say, that's stuffed full, that you're not going to be organized if it's stuffed full, because the things that should go in that place don't have a home. So to recap, you said start small, which I think is great. Now, that your second tip was that the one home, like with like, the triangle.
Use the organizational triangle. Yep.
Okay, and then the third one is the one in, one out is how you stay organized. Is that your third tip?
Yeah, yes. Focus on staying organized rather than getting organized. Focus on where you want to sustain the order in your home, as opposed to focusing. Most people think it's a one-off task, like I'm going to get organized, and then magically, just because you put everything away, it's going to stay there. It doesn't take a lot of energy, and in fact, the math is the same, right? I mean, throwing your keys on the kitchen counter or hanging them on a hook or putting them in a dish, same amount of time. The consequences for throwing them on the kitchen counter is that you will not find them later, and if you hang them up on the hook, you will. So then it'll be easier to stay organized.
Andrew, I got a question for you. What's the difference between clutter and things that are just disorganized?
Well, clutter is, the way that I define clutter, it's a series of deferred decisions. In real time, you set something down. You told yourself one of your 200 lies. The average adult tells 200 lies a day. You told yourself one of your 200 lies that you were going to put this away later, but you didn't. And so as you stack things up, you might have even told yourself another one of your 200 lies, which was, this is good time management. I'm going to make a pile or a stack of all like objects, and then when I have more free time, I'll put all of them away. That's the birth of clutter.
Oh, God. Amen. I mean, that is like the most honest and real as it gets. And I feel like every single one of us knows we do that. We know we tell ourselves those lies. So I love it. You've got this big de-stress the mess, and it's a seminar or a challenge that's going on.
It's
Tell
a
us about
5-day
that.
challenge online. Yep.
How does it work?
Oh, it's totally free. Every night we deal with a different clutter hotspot. Tonight we kick it off at 8 p.m. Eastern, so 7 o'clock Central in your time zone. It's totally free. You can sign up on my website, and every night a different topic. So tonight our fundamentals in papers and filing, which is the #1 topic that people struggle with. We do kitchens and pantries, we do closets, we do sentimental objects, which is another real sticky place for folks. And then we talk about the 3 secrets that are keeping people stuck. So, and I'm not going to give those away now. I mean, as much as I'd love to, I'm gonna hold those till Friday night. Friday's when we do the 3 things that are keeping you stuck, so that you can have an amazing 2021. So unlike the chaos of 2020.
All right, I'm feeling like I'm going to see it tonight. Yeah, thank you for joining us, Andrew.
Oh, it's my pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Here's how we can take part in the Andrew Mellen's free 5-day De-Stress Your Mess Challenge. Starts tonight at 7 p.m. on Zoom. Just go to andrewmellen.com. Then there's the link to register right there on the homepage. That's how you do it. I'll probably see you there tonight.